I also want to know why the President of the United States is telling everybody to go watch his favorite mouthpiece propagandist, Sean Hannity, interview the Israeli Prime Minister so he can tell us what we need to know and believe about what's going on in Iran. But we're supposed to believe that this doesn't have anything to do with Israel. Ben Rhodes, who was, I'm pretty sure, National Security Advisor during the Obama administration, pointing out this very obvious thing.
I said before, I've said now, there was no imminent threat to the United States of America by the Iranians. There was a threat to Israel.
See, there's Mark Warner even saying, like, there was no imminent threat. They may be a threat to Israel, but they're not a threat to us. And this guy's a whole ass Zionist, too. And he's even saying it. And when he says a threat to Israel, he means a threat to their Greater Israel Project. Because they're actually not a threat to Israel. Who has nukes? Iran doesn't have nukes. Israel has nukes. So how are they a threat to them? How are they a threat to them? No, they're a threat to them insofar as they get in the way of the Greater Israel Project that Israel has been openly talking about for years. I don't know why they all keep pretending that this is not the case. First of all, Israel is about to leave us, okay? They were meeting with Modi and India and talking about they're going to be our new greatest ally, so after they're done feeding off our carcass, they can be like, all right, bye, I've got a new man. Put out a statement in Hebrew where he literally said, I have yearned to do this for 40 years. Guys, they have been literally telling us their plans for 40 years. Why are we acting like they're not just fucking saying this? They're saying we've wanted to topple them for 40 years. They've said we want Greater Israel. They have had their charts out at the UN. Netanyahu has written books about it. You had people in our government writing the clean break memo decades ago about this plan to topple governments in the Middle East. And yet they're all acting like, man, we couldn't have seen this coming. This was actually just about threats to the homeland. But you know what? As Americans, we really can't complain when they have been telegraphing their plans for a while. We remain in debt with no money, no health care, no free college. They have all those things. Student loan debt doesn't exist there. Medical debt doesn't exist there. And they're done sucking us dry of all of our resources and money, and then they move on to India. How can we really complain when we've been complicit this entire time? And they've told us what their plan was. As soon as they have the ability to be a full autonomous superpower and they don't need our help anymore, they're gone. And what are we left with? Debt, dead soldiers, addiction, no healthcare, no jobs, a pathetic, diminished, and crumbling empire. That's what we're going to be left with. And we're really going to have no one to blame but ourselves because we allowed this to happen. We let our politicians do this to us. But don't worry, guys. Trump can't wait to tell you about his new curtains. And keep in mind as you watch this, he's supposed to be talking and honoring the dead American soldiers.
Please join me in thanking every American service member who bravely is standing in harm's way. They really are incredible, and I just want to thank you. We have a lot of them right here. Thank you, everybody. We have a lot of great service members here with us, too, in this beautiful building. Isn't it beautiful? We're adding on to the building a little bit. We're improving the building. See that nice drape? When that comes down right now, you see a very, very deep hole. But in about a year and a half from now, you're going to see a very, very beautiful building. And there's your entrance to it right there. In fact, it looks so nice, I think I'll save money on the doors because it can't get more beautiful than that. I picked those drapes in my first term.
You know, I'd say this is bread and circuses as our empire collapses, but they're not even giving us bread.